obelisk. In fact, you guys can come up on the rise. Get a slightly better view of this. The obelisk itself is the grave of Judge Tucker. It is one of my favorite graves in town. The Tuckers, they were one of the first families of Virginia. All lawyers, litigators, judges, money, power. This particular judge dies in 1822. And he was pretty well respected. Wrote a couple of successful books. But like most men of his time with money and power, he did have some vices. He chased women, gambled, drank a lot. His wife was a saint. She stayed with him through all of it. When he died, she was concerned where his soul was going. So she had 3 ministers say prayers over his grave. Then she commissioned this obelisk. And that's where it gets weird. See, about 3 years before he dies, this 10-year-old kid starts writing to Judge Tucker, like a pen pal. And the kid wants to be a writer. And he's sending Tucker manuscripts going, you think these will ever be good enough to be sold? Well, we all know who this kid was, because he turns out to be one of the most tortured and prolific writers of the 19th century, Edgar Allan Poe. Now, it gets really weird. Poe doesn't die until 1849, probably from the same stuff that killed Tucker. But on the day Poe dies, a thunderstorm comes up over town. And at the height of it, a bolt of lightning hits the top of that obelisk, and that death's head appears on it. Some people even see a dog underneath it, which makes sense. Tucker owned wolfhounds. He didn't hunt. He owned them because he could. Fling is fling. Now, over the years, they've tried everything to get that off. It's not mold, it's not mildew or bacteria, it's not rough with touch, it's a solid piece of marble. The last time was about 2 years ago. They sent a conservator from the Smithsonian here. And so about 8 of us came down to watch her because we knew how this was going to go. But she actually surprised us, and she removed the stain. And for about 20 minutes as we stood there, just in awe that A, she had ruined one of my best stories, and B, had gotten the stain off, the stain came back. And it's been there ever since. I don't think they'll ever get rid of it. It's either death chasing Tucker's soul because Tucker knows where he's going, or maybe it's Poe's parting gift to his pen pal as a child.